Hey folks, welcome to Spring 2019 Accounting 201 Online. This is Jerry Wink, and I'm going to be your professor for this semester. So let me show you how to get started. The first thing you need to do is go to the CSU Pueblo homepage, log in to Blackboard, and then you'll need to find the right class. So it'll be under My Courses. It's 2019 Spring Accounting 201, and it's going to be arranged right now. And I will make it available as soon as I get this video posted for you guys. So what you're going to want to look for is to make sure that you have the last four numbers are 0005. So that's the call number for your class, and that's what you want. Okay, everything you need, for the most part, is going to be right here on the left-hand menu. Okay, announcements will be where I'm going to start with the class, and I think you've already gotten this announcement that says the place to start is the Excel syllabus, so we're going to go there here in just a minute. There's a Getting Started section, and it kind of, it's posted by the university, all this stuff is, and it kind of tells you sort of what to expect in the class. I follow most of it. I wouldn't say I follow all of it. Okay, course information is important. This is where you're going to find the word syllabus, and you click on it, which I just did, and it will pull it up. I hope. My computer's kind of slow. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. It's coming. The word syllabus pretty much keeps the dean happy. You want to make sure you've got the right one for spring 2019. This is pretty much how to reach me. The cell phone and the landline are the best way, and email. I check my email pretty much every single day for the semester. Some days I might be later checking it than other days, but I will get back to you, okay? If it's urgent, text me and see if it's a good time to talk, and we can arrange a time to talk on the phone. I'm not in the office for office hours as such this semester. Okay, the reason is my husband is ill, and we have to travel back and forth to Houston to MD Anderson Cancer Center several times this semester to get checkups and treatments for him. So the dean is working with me and letting me work from home and from Houston, from wherever I happen to be. So I will keep up with the class, and you can contact me at all times, okay? So don't worry, don't stress over that. And if you want a face-to-face meeting, you let me know, and I'll do my very best to make it happen for us, okay? All right, the textbook, you need the 10th edition of Financial Accounting by Wink-Gholson. And you have to have access to the software. So it's an access key, it's a course code, every software calls it something different. But you need to get that because you can't get behind. And we have assignments starting this first week of school. Okay, most everything else keeps the dean happy. So I'm going to let you read through that and go through that on your own because I think you're capable of doing that. The Excel syllabus is also found in the course information folders. Okay, whoops, right here, Excel syllabus. And that is the main thing. That is not what I wanted to do. Let's try that again. The Excel syllabus is the main document that I want you to follow. I want you to have it handy. I want you to print it out. I want you to save it on your computer. I want you to do whatever you need to do, because this is going to tell you where to find stuff and what to do, okay? And what to do for each week. because when it finishes loading, it'll have tabs all the way across the bottom here. So we're going to start talking today on the Overview tab. The Grade Sheet tab is going to be very important, and I want you to use it, okay? This is the maximum points in the grades you can earn every week of the semester, okay? Then down below it, if it'll scroll down for me, it's working. It's thinking. I went too far. Okay, right here. This is where I want you to keep up with your grades that you've earned. So as soon as you get your grade for the week 1 discussion board, you put your grade in this grade sheet for you, okay? And that way, when I post grades, it's really easy to tell that we're on the same page with grades. So we have a lot of grades to get and gather, and I have a lot of grades to put in Blackboard, and I want you to help me make sure that I have your grade correct, because I don't want any mistakes on grades, because that's important to you, and I know that. So help me keep it straight. All right, let's go back to the overview. Okay, I'm going to put the link to the video, this video right here. Link for instructional video will be in this box. So as soon as I get it uploaded to YouTube and get the link, I'll put it in here and make the class available for everybody so you can start. All right, discussion boards are accessed via Blackboard. So I'm going to go back to my Blackboard tab, and I'm going to see a discussion forum here. Discussion forum and discussion board are the same thing. If you have any questions for the class, just related to how to manage the class, post them here, and I'll look for unread posts. Okay, the first discussion board is basically an introduction to yourself, okay? In the discussion boards, I want you to practice your writing skills. We get comments all the time that our students can't write well enough, that the employers want the new employees to be able to write better than they do. So this is a place to practice. I am not an English teacher. I am not the best writer in the world, but I'm going to look for complete sentences. I'm going to look for every time you type in the word I, that the capital letter I, that you capitalize it. I do not want to see any lowercase i's this semester, unless it's in a word like did. I want noun and verb agreement, and I'm going to count off for writing errors. Okay, the content, I'll count off for content, and I have a grading rubric, and I'll show it to you, show you where it is later so you can look at it. Okay, do the best you can on every discussion board. They're worth 20 points, I believe, each time, so that's 280 points for the semester. That's almost 30% of your grade. So the discussion boards can make your grade, or they can fail your grade. They can make you fail if you don't do them. So do them. All right, let's go back to the Excel syllabus. There are opening exercises, practice homework, graded homework, and mastery exercises are all on the Wiley Plus software. And the way you get to them is through Blackboard. So let's go back to Blackboard, and I'm going to go up to chapter modules, or weekly modules. There is a folder here for every week in the semester. It tells you what the week is, what the chapter number is we're working on, and then at the end it has when your reflection paper, and it has when it's due. So you might want to make note of that date, because by the end of the semester, students tend to forget. It is due the Monday morning, 8 a.m. of finals week. Okay, so it's the first thing you turn in finals week. Get this class out of the way and be done with it. Okay, I've designed it where you're able to do that, and I would really appreciate it if you would. And that way I can get all the papers graded. I can make sure all your grades are up to date, and we can handle any last minute issues during finals week. But I'd rather have last minute issues the week before finals week. And that takes the stress off of you and me at the end of the semester. Okay. Within each module, so we're going to go to Module 1, Week 1, Chapter 1. And I have everything in here you need, and I have them in the order that I'd like for you to do them in. So, Chapter 1, Publish Your Videos. We'll just start there. So you click on it. It will take you to the Wiley Plus software. And then I'm an instructor, so I don't have exactly what you're going to see, but you're going to select the first video and you're going to do it. Notice that the due dates to all the assignments are May 3rd, 2019 at 5 p.m., which is the Friday of finals week. I want you to do everything at least a week before that and have it done before finals week starts, if you can. Because that's going to take a lot of stress off of all of us at the end of the semester. So you're going to do that. The grade will automatically be posted in a hidden blackboard. So you take your grade and you write it down. For this class, Publish Your Videos don't have any grades. So if you choose to do them, I think you'll learn from them. If you don't choose to do them, that's on you. I don't care. It's whatever you need to learn the material. I'm giving you the tools. Always return to Blackboard. If you don't return to Blackboard, your grade's not posted. Okay? All right. Okay, the other thing you can do, when you go there to the Wiley Plus, you click on it. If you have not purchased your access code yet, there will be a screen that shows you that you can access your, that you can purchase your access code right there, and your book if you want to. So you can get an ebook, or you can get a loose leaf book, whatever your little heart desires is fine with me, as long as it's a 10th edition, and it has the access to the software. Okay. So go through there. Opening exercises are no points for you guys this semester. If you want to do them, fine. If you don't want to do them, don't do them. Okay? Lecture notes, follow the book. When you're looking at the lecture notes, they follow the book. I've worked really hard on them. I have a lot of good information in there, and I think I've done a decent job on them. So I would like very much for you to use them. It's still loading. You should see that it's for the correct edition at the top of the page. Sometimes a bad edition gets in there. So if you notice anything that's wrong, let me know and let me fix it, okay? I've done some double checking. I've tested links. I've done everything I know to do to make sure everything's good, but things still slip by me. So use the lecture notes. Okay, I'm going to go back to Blackboard. The Excel homework is the homework that looks just like what is going to be in the syllabus, and it's going to be the numbers out of your textbook. So if you're working homework in the software and you get stuck, then what you can do is you can come and look here to see how I worked it and figure it out. There's a tab for every homework problem. So the BEs are brief exercises, E's are exercises, and P's are problems. So pay attention to the details. One of the ways I suggest that you learn is to study by the learning objectives in the chapter. So step 1, you circle the homework in your text, and you get that from the Excel spreadsheet per week. Step 2, you categorize your homework by learning objective. So like Learning Objective 3 is all brief exercises 1, 2, and 5. Whereas Learning Objective 5 are those exercises and problems. So study your lecture notes while you read your textbook. So you read Learning Objective 1 in your book and in the notes. There's no homework, so go on to Learning Objective 2, read it in the book and the notes, make sure you understand what it's telling you. No homework for it, keep moving. Lecture notes, homework or textbook for Learning Objective 3, and then you can work these 3 brief exercises. By then you should have a good understanding of that learning objective. Then move on to Learning Objective 4. It takes a little while to do it that way, but you learn it that way. And I highly recommend you give it a try for a couple of chapters. And if you don't like it, throw it away. Don't use it. Use what works for you. Okay? All right, I'm going to go back to Blackboard again. Then I have done several videos. So I have these videos right here in particular. You'll see them again for Chapter 2. And you can go back and look at them as many times as you need to do it. By the end of Chapter 2, we're going to be doing this process, okay? So just start looking at the process. Then you've got practice homework. Those practice homeworks are worth 10 points apiece for the whole homework. Some of them are longer than others, so plan some time. Then your graded homework is short, and it's 20 points to do it, and the practice is generally static, and the graded is algorithmic, which means every student gets the same problem with different numbers. The graded homework is also in the practice, so you get a chance to work it before you get the extra points for it. I hope that makes sense. Okay, mastery exercises are worth 15 points. So generally, I've selected a pool of questions, say 100 questions, and a random selection of 15 will be given to you, and you can work them. And you work them as many times as you need to get the 15 points. Okay? All right, so this is how each chapter is set up. Some chapters have more items than others in them, but they all have the basic same setup. So that's what you're going to be looking at every week and how to get through it. That's not what I wanted. I had too much stuff open here. I want this. Okay, so let's keep going. So your grades. Discussion boards are 20 points per module. Publisher videos are no grades. I didn't even put the opening exercises in here, but there are no points. Practice homework is 10 points per module. Graded 20 points per module. Mastery 15 per module. And you have a reflection paper at the end of the semester. Easy peasy, no stress, okay? What you've learned, what you got out of it, what you're going to take with you, and how I can improve, kind of thing. All right, in Blackboard, your grades, you will see 4 columns for grades. You're going to have a discussion board total. You're going to have a practice homework total. You're going to have a graded homework total and a mastery exercise total. You'll also have a grand total of all of those assignments, and there'll be a column for your reflection paper. I'm going to hide all the other grades in your grade book. I haven't done it yet, so give me till the end of the week to get that done. You keep up with your grades, and you confirm that my totals match your totals, okay? That's important. That's on you. And I'm going to do my best to get them right, and you do your best to keep up with them, and we'll get along just fine. So here's the breakdown for everything. It kind of tells you a little bit about like the practice homework. You have unlimited attempts to get the full 10 points every week. The graded homework, you only get 3 attempts. And mastery exercises are unlimited attempts. and your reflection paper, you get one shot at it, okay? Turn it in right. Here's how to get registered. Sign into Blackboard, go to the class, go to Tools menu, Wiley Plus link, below My Wiley section, go there, or you just click on an assignment. That's the easiest thing to do. Just click on an assignment and go. Okay, we've talked about the grade sheet. You keep up with your grades down here. All right, every week is set up the same. Week 1, I have the dates up here. If you notice my dates are not right, tell me, please. The weeks run from Monday morning to Sunday night. The initial discussions are due on Wednesday at 11 p.m. I pick Wednesday because I want to try to get as much of the discussion done in the 5 days of the week as we can and leave limited amounts for the weekend, because to get a good discussion going, you got to have discussion going during the week. You have to reply to 2 classmates' posts by Sunday at 11 p.m. So you have that long to get your part of the discussion done. If I ask you a question, I want you to reply to my question by that same Sunday, okay? There are no late discussion posts. I will not grade late discussion posts, period. The discussion happens during the week to keep the week moving. We do it during the week, and then we're done with it, and those points are done. You can't go back and re-get them again. So don't even try to make me look at things and that are 5 weeks late and tell you. And if you have to go on a trip or something, you just plan on getting it done while you're gone. So when I go to Houston with my husband, I get my work done while I'm gone. It's part of life, okay? Practice homework. I have given you recommended due dates. The end of the first week, do the first week's homework. If you don't get it all done, you have until Friday, May 3rd at 5 p.m. to get it done. Please don't wait that long. The better students get everything done the week it's due, okay? The week you're going over it is the week when you should be doing that homework. Okay, this is what you're going to see in Blackboard. For Chapter 1 in Blackboard, you're going to view the lecture notes, the homework, the videos. In Wiley Plus, you're going to do videos, opening exercises, those if you choose to do them, the practice homework, and there they are by brief exercise, exercise, and problem. Your graded homework is the problem, and then you have mastery exercises to do. So it has everything on this sheet that you have in your Blackboard class. So it's going to show you everything you need. Okay, every week is the same. Week 10 is spring break. I've assigned nothing. Week 15 is our last chapter of the week, which is chapter 13. Week 16 is finals week. Your reflection paper is due. All right, here are reflection paper instructions. This is what you have to do. And this is what I'm going to look at. It's an opinion paper. I can only grade general writing, so I'm going to be looking for these things, okay? And I'm going to look, and on the grading rubric, there is a grade assigned. Tell me 3 things you learned in the class. So you make sure you tell me 3 things, because if you don't, then the grading rubric has full points for 3 things and less points if you don't tell me that. So you got to do what I ask. 3 topics you're going to use in your career, 3 items you liked about the class, 3 items you didn't like. If there isn't anything you didn't like, just tell me something so that I can check that off on the grading rubric, okay? To know how to turn in the assignment, here's a YouTube video for you to watch, and it'll show you how to do that. So here is a grading rubric for the discussion boards. Notice it's 20 points, and this is how it's graded. And here's the grading rubric for the reflection paper, so you'll know how it's graded. And see, it's the 3 content items, it's some writing, and this is that you followed proper paper format. You can Google APA paper format and get the basic idea on how to do that. I'm not looking for a scientific paper by any means. Make it neat, good, I'm happy. Make your sentence structure and your paragraph structure flow, and we're happy. I will, I'm sure, refer people to the Writing Center in the library. It's a free service to students. If you're having trouble with your writing, if English is not your first language and you struggle a little bit with the writing, go let them help you. They are there to help. So use that service. And I've gotten really good feedback from students that have done that. So go do it. Okay, let's go back to the very beginning here. So the Excel spreadsheet is your go-to document for this class. Make sure you have it. Everything is in Blackboard that you need. You're all good. Okay? So I think that's it. If I didn't answer your question, please email me and let me know, and I'll be sure to answer it. And I look forward to working with each of you this semester. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.